Joe Anderson, CEO of Reflex Protect. The last time I spoke directly to the Republic investment community, it was at the beginning of the COVID-19 shelter-in-place orders, and I was recording our welcome pitch for the company and this raise. It's not exactly the time I would have wished to launch the campaign, but as it is with so many things in life, it was what it was. We as a company have pivoted to deal with this unprecedented set of circumstances that were brought about by the coronavirus, and I actually think we're better because of it. As you've seen from prior updates, we now have fully online training for institutional users. We've released the new Pocket Presidia gel to rave reviews. We have generally increased our emphasis on law enforcement and home sales. We've also forged new alliances with organizations and businesses on all sides of the self-defense equation to hasten our scalability toward an eventual tipping point that'll bring us to M&A activity at the end of the day. Interest in non-lethal is exponentially increasing in the United States right now, and we're fortunate to be able to be a part of that. So one of the new things we're doing is working with Armored One, a U.S. security and safety company with 200 employees providing real-world solutions to save lives in an active shooter attack in schools, colleges, or universities. With Reflex Protect and Reflex Remove, they are thrilled at long last to have something to offer for the response gap that has far better outcome for schools and children than throwing a stapler or a chair or carrying a handgun in a classroom full of students. In an entirely different type of alliance, we're sponsoring the nation's largest touring children's theater, the 50-year-old Missoula Children's Theater. Every year, their teams drive into 1,100 different communities across the country in a little red truck loaded with set, lights, costumes, props, and makeup. Everything you need to put on a play, except the cast. Open auditions cast 50 to 60 local students who then rehearse throughout the week and perform 2 public performances of the play in their community. At each local district, MCT will present information about the ways in which Reflex Protect can directly support their teachers, students, and community in another way after the shows. Next week, we'll be in Ohio, the first stop on our Back to Blue campaign with our law enforcement instruction partner, Tactical Defense Training. They'll be providing free instruction to police officers in the use of our Reflex Protect and Reflex Remove innovative, compassionate controlling force solutions. And that's an important thing during these trying times for our company. But this is fundamentally who we are, a company that thinks about safety preparedness from many different perspectives because it's needed in many different places. So here we are today, about halfway through our Republic raise. Just like you, I've been watching our country deal with rising tensions. There's great suffering. There's also been widespread violence. But I'm here to say with 100% certainty that this is the right time for our company and for this campaign. This is the right time for our singular mission to empower anyone to protect themselves in potentially violent situations using tools that minimize suffering for everyone. We believe a more compassionate society deserves a more compassionate and controlling self-defense gel spray and antidote. And we've embedded both of those. It's time to change the narrative. Please be a part of making sure everyone is safe wherever they live, work, worship, and play without causing lasting injury to anyone. It'll be almost as if you have superhero powers. And speaking of which, I was fortunate enough to be the subject of this week's Republic Superheroes Founders story. You'll find a link to that below. Thanks for your time and joining in this important campaign. Be safe.